Imagine yourself standing at the start of a journey that only you can walk. Along this journey are countless distractions, fears, and obstacles. Every single one of them is there to test your commitment, to ask, how much do you want this? The first step to focusing your mind is clarity of purpose. Why are you here? What lights you up, fills you with energy, and calls out to you even when you're tired? Finding this why is what makes focus possible. When you truly know why you're pursuing a path, the distractions lose their power. Clarity of purpose is the foundation of a focused mind. It's the compass that directs us, guiding our steps in ways that bring meaning and fulfillment to our lives. When we have clarity, we aren't just drifting along, letting life circumstances push us around like waves on the ocean. We're actively choosing where we want to go. Imagine waking up every morning with a sense of purpose, knowing what you want from the day, and having a clear idea of how today fits into the larger story of your life. That's the power of clarity, and it's where focus truly begins. To focus your mind, the first thing you need to understand is your why. This is about identifying what truly matters to you. It's a personal discovery process that requires honest introspection. Ask yourself, why do I want to achieve this goal? What drives me forward? Why does this matter to me? At times, we might be tempted to skip these questions and jump straight into action. However, taking the time to find clarity is essential because it's what sustains us when things get challenging. When you have a strong why, even the most difficult tasks become bearable because you know they're serving a purpose. Getting to clarity isn't always easy. Often our minds are clouded with expectations from family, friends, society, or even our own past selves. We may chase goals that seem impressive on the outside but don't actually align with who we are. This is why getting clarity requires peeling back the layers like an onion to get to the core of what you genuinely care about. It involves setting aside external influences and focusing on what resonates within you, what truly gives you energy and excitement. When you know what matters to you on a deep level, your mind has something solid to focus on, something unshakable that doesn't change based on external circumstances. Finding clarity is a process that may require solitude. Taking time away from the busyness of life allows us to connect with our inner thoughts and feelings. Whether it's through journaling, meditation, or long walks, moments of reflection can reveal insights about what we genuinely value. Sometimes the answers might surprise you. You might discover that a career path you thought was essential isn't as meaningful as you once believed, or that a seemingly small passion has the potential to bring you immense joy. This process of self-discovery isn't something you can rush. Clarity emerges over time, and it requires patience and self-compassion. When you have clarity, your goals become more than just tasks on a to-do list. They become expressions of your purpose, a way to channel your energy towards something meaningful. This shift in perspective has a huge impact on your focus. Instead of feeling scattered or distracted, you become more intentional. Each decision, each action begins to feel like a step in the right direction. You're not simply working to complete tasks, you're working to bring your vision to life. That vision, powered by clarity, fuels your focus. Clarity also helps you set priorities. When you know what truly matters, you can distinguish between tasks that are important and those that are just urgent. Not everything that demands your attention deserves it. When your mind is clear on what's essential, you're better able to filter out the noise and focus on the activities that actually move you forward. This is a powerful skill in a world full of distractions. There will always be things vying for your attention, but when you have clarity, you can make choices that serve your purpose rather than being pulled in 1,000 directions. As you build clarity, your confidence also grows. Knowing your why gives you a sense of inner strength because you're no longer looking outside for validation or approval. You have an internal sense of direction, a compass that points you forward even when the path isn't fully visible. This confidence enhances your focus because you're less likely to be swayed by setbacks or external pressures. You become grounded in your purpose, allowing you to persevere with greater resilience and determination. Clarity of purpose isn't a one-time achievement, it's a state of mind that needs to be nurtured. As you grow and evolve, so will your clarity. Regular reflection, setting aside time to reconnect with your purpose, and asking yourself those deep questions again are all part of maintaining that clarity. With a clear purpose, focus becomes second nature. You're not simply reacting to life, you're creating it, guided by a vision that's uniquely yours. And that's the kind of focus that has the power to shape not only your day, but your entire life. Letting go of distractions is a powerful way to sharpen your focus and align your energy with what matters most. Distractions aren't just things that pop up on our phone screens or interruptions in our day. They can be subtle, even invisible forces that pull our attention away from our goals and the things that truly give us purpose. Distractions come in many forms. Sometimes they're obvious, like social media notifications, endless emails, or television shows that steal our time. Other times, they're less noticeable, like negative thoughts, unhealthy habits, or even certain relationships and commitments that drain our energy. Identifying and letting go of these distractions is essential for focusing your mind and channeling your full potential into what truly matters. The first step to letting go of distractions is recognizing them. Often we're so used to our routines and patterns that we don't even realize how many things are tugging at our attention. It requires a conscious effort to take a step back and observe our own habits. Consider a typical day. What are the things that consistently pull you away from your tasks or make it difficult to stay focused? It could be as simple as checking your phone first thing in the morning, which immediately sets a scattered tone for the day. Or it might be the habit of saying yes to every request, leaving you with little time to focus on your own goals. Identifying these patterns is the first step to breaking free from them. Once you've recognized these distractions, you have to make a choice to let go of them. This is where discipline comes into play, and sometimes it's easier said than done. Some distractions may have become habits over time, and breaking them can feel uncomfortable or challenging. But letting go isn't about depriving yourself, it's about creating space for what truly matters. For instance, if social media is taking too much of your time, setting boundaries, like limiting usage to certain times of the day, can make a huge difference. The key is to reframe the process. Instead of seeing it as giving something up, see it as gaining more control of your time and focus. Letting go of distractions also means setting clear boundaries, not just with yourself, but with others as well. Often our attention is divided because we feel compelled to please everyone, whether it's colleagues, friends, or family. But to focus your mind, you need to prioritize your time and energy. This doesn't mean shutting people out, but it does mean learning to say no when necessary. For example, if you have a goal you're working towards and someone asks you to take on a project that doesn't align with it, be honest and respectful in declining. You don't have to explain yourself in great detail, but having a firm boundary allows you to protect your focus and work toward your goals without unnecessary interruptions. Another aspect of letting go of distractions involves clearing mental clutter. Sometimes it's not the external distractions that hold us back, but the internal ones: self-doubt, negative thoughts, or lingering worries. These mental distractions can be as disruptive as any physical interruption. Practice mindfulness or meditation to become more aware of these thoughts. When they arise, acknowledge them without letting them take over. Gradually, you'll find it easier to redirect your focus away from these thoughts and back to what matters. Remember, the more mental clutter you clear, the more space you create for productive, positive energy. A focused mind requires a healthy environment, so it's also essential to assess your physical surroundings. Cluttered or chaotic environments can serve as distractions without us even realizing it. Consider organizing your workspace or setting up a designated area where you can concentrate without interruptions. Make it a place that inspires focus, a space that reminds you of your goals and keeps distractions to a minimum. Physical decluttering has a powerful effect on mental clarity and can make it easier to focus on the task at hand. Lastly, letting go of distractions requires a shift in mindset. It's about realizing that you are in control of your focus and attention. Distractions may always exist, but they don't have to control you. With intentional choices and consistent practice, you can train your mind to be more resilient against distractions. This means understanding that focus is a skill that takes time to develop. Just as an athlete builds muscle through training, you build your focus by learning to let go of distractions one by one and consistently bringing your attention back to what truly matters. The process of letting go of distractions is ongoing. Life is always changing and new distractions will appear. Staying focused requires a commitment to regularly evaluating your priorities, setting boundaries, and adjusting as needed. It's a journey of continuous growth and refinement. Each time you choose to let go of a distraction, you're making a powerful statement to yourself that your time, your energy, and your goals are worth protecting. And with each distraction you release, you're one step closer to becoming the most focused, purposeful version of yourself. This is how you cultivate a mind that's not easily swayed, a mind that's truly focused on what's most important. Mindfulness in the present moment is a profound tool for focusing the mind and living with intention. In a world filled with constant distractions, from the buzzing of notifications to the endless to-do lists that consume our thoughts, we often find ourselves caught up in either the past or the future. This habit of mentally drifting robs us of the richness of the present moment and prevents us from fully engaging with our goals and aspirations. Practicing mindfulness means bringing your full awareness to what is happening right now, immersing yourself in the moment without judgment, and focusing your energy on what is directly in front of you. When you practice mindfulness, you train yourself to become more aware of your thoughts and emotions. Instead of being pulled along by the endless stream of thoughts that flood your mind throughout the day, you learn to observe them from a distance. You become more aware of your internal dialogue, the stories you tell yourself, and the assumptions you may hold. This awareness creates space between you and your thoughts, allowing you to respond intentionally rather than react impulsively. For example, if you're working on a project and begin to feel overwhelmed or anxious, practicing mindfulness can help you recognize these feelings as they arise, giving you the chance to pause, breathe, and refocus rather than becoming consumed by stress. In this way, mindfulness empowers you to stay present and productive even in challenging situations. A significant benefit of mindfulness in the present is that it cultivates patience and acceptance. When you focus on the here and now, you become less worried about the future or burdened by the past. This doesn't mean you ignore planning or goal setting, rather, it allows you to carry out these tasks without being overwhelmed by them. Focusing on the present lets you tackle what's right in front of you without feeling pressured by things that haven't happened yet or weighed down by things you can't change. This mindset can be particularly helpful in overcoming perfectionism, as it allows you to let go of unrealistic standards and appreciate each step you take, no matter how small, toward your goals. Mindfulness also deepens your engagement with whatever you're doing, allowing you to perform tasks more efficiently and effectively. When you're fully present, you're not just going through the motions, you're deeply involved in the experience. This focus improves the quality of your work because your mind isn't scattered across multiple tasks or lingering on unrelated thoughts. Whether it's a work assignment, a conversation with a friend, or even something as simple as preparing a meal, mindfulness helps you give your undivided attention to what you're doing. In turn, you develop a deeper appreciation for the task and often discover new insights or creativity that you may have missed if you were distracted. Practicing mindfulness can also enhance your emotional intelligence. When you're fully present, you become more attuned to your emotions as well as the emotions of others. You start to notice subtle cues like your own body language or the tone in someone else's voice, which helps you build stronger connections with people. This awareness can prevent misunderstandings and improve communication, allowing you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. In a work setting, for example, being mindful can help you recognize when a colleague may need support or when it's better to approach a difficult conversation with empathy and patience. Incorporating mindfulness into daily life doesn't have to be complicated. Simple practices, such as deep breathing, can help bring you back to the present. Taking a few moments to close your eyes, breathe deeply, and focus on your breath can immediately ground you. Each inhale and exhale serves as an anchor, reminding you that your mind and body are here in this very moment. This practice can be applied anywhere before an important meeting, during a stressful moment, or even in the middle of a busy day. With each mindful breath, you remind yourself to return to the present, where you can engage fully with what's right in front of you. Mindfulness can also be nurtured through activities like journaling or meditation. Journaling, for instance, encourages you to reflect on your thoughts and feelings, helping you observe patterns and bring awareness to areas where you may feel distracted or scattered. Or meditation, too, is a powerful way to cultivate focus as it trains you to keep bringing your attention back to a single point, such as your breath, whenever your mind wanders. Over time, this practice strengthens your ability to focus and remain grounded in the present, even outside of meditation. Living mindfully in the present moment ultimately brings a sense of peace and balance to your life. When you're fully engaged in each moment, you're able to appreciate the journey as much as the destination. This means you're not rushing through life, always waiting for the next thing to happen or constantly dwelling on past mistakes. Instead, you're embracing life as it unfolds, allowing yourself to experience each moment fully. This presence of mind helps you build resilience as you're no longer overwhelmed by what lies ahead or burdened by what's behind. In a world that constantly encourages multitasking and planning for the future, mindfulness is a powerful antidote. By focusing on the present, you reclaim your energy and direct it toward what truly matters. You gain clarity, calmness, and a deeper connection to yourself and the world around you. And as you practice mindfulness, your mind becomes more focused, steady, and resilient, ready to face any challenge with grace and intention. Embracing mindfulness is not about controlling the external world, but about finding harmony within yourself, one moment at a time. Building consistency is one of the most powerful practices for achieving focus and making meaningful progress. When we think about focus, we often envision intense concentration on a specific goal or task. However, focus isn't just about being sharp in a single moment, it's about creating a steady, continuous approach that moves you closer to your aspirations over time. Consistency is what transforms intentions into results, and it is built through the repetition of small, intentional actions. Rather than relying on bursts of motivation or occasional efforts, a consistent routine grounds your focus and enables you to see lasting change. The key to consistency is establishing habits that align with your goals. Habits are the building blocks of focus because they eliminate the need to constantly make decisions about whether or not to take action. When you develop a habit, such as dedicating a set amount of time to your goals each day, it becomes a natural part of your routine, removing the friction that often disrupts focus. For instance, if your goal is to improve a skill or learn something new, committing to practice every day for a set period makes the process automatic. You're no longer relying on willpower alone. Instead, you're tapping into the power of habit to keep moving forward, even on days when motivation is low. Consistency requires patience and a long-term perspective. In our fast-paced world, there's often a temptation to seek instant results. But true progress doesn't happen overnight. It's the result of small, steady steps taken over time. This is where the power of consistency shines through. When you focus on taking daily action, rather than constantly measuring outcomes, you build a solid foundation for sustainable growth. Even if you don't see immediate results, trust that every small action adds up. Each day you put in the effort, you're laying another brick on the path to your goals. This gradual buildup of progress is what creates real transformation. Another important aspect of consistency is setting achievable, realistic goals. If you set expectations that are too ambitious or unsustainable, it becomes easy to lose focus and feel discouraged. Instead, aim to set small, manageable goals that you can maintain over time. For example, if you're aiming to improve your fitness, committing to 15 minutes of exercise every day may be more sustainable than aiming for an hour right away. This doesn't mean you should avoid challenging yourself, but rather you should set goals that allow you to succeed consistently. Over time, these small goals can expand as your capacity grows, but starting with something achievable sets you up for steady, focused progress. To build consistency, it's also essential to track your progress and celebrate your milestones, no matter how small. Keeping a journal or tracking your actions allows you to see how far you've come, which reinforces your focus and commitment. Celebrating small wins helps keep your motivation alive and reminds you of the progress you've made, even when the ultimate goal still seems distant. For instance, if you're working on writing a book, tracking the number of pages you write each day can give you a sense of accomplishment and drive you to keep going. Recognizing your progress prevents burnout and encourages you to stay focused on the long-term journey. Consistency also requires adaptability. Life is dynamic and there will inevitably be days when things don't go as planned. Rather than seeing these interruptions as failures, view them as opportunities to recalibrate and adjust. The key is not to let occasional disruptions break your focus or discourage you from getting back on track. If you miss a day, simply return to your routine the next day. By accepting that setbacks are a natural part of the process, you prevent yourself from falling into an all-or-nothing mindset. This adaptability makes it possible to sustain your focus and consistency even when life throws unexpected challenges your way. Another factor that strengthens consistency is accountability. Sharing your goals with a friend, mentor, or support group can provide external motivation and help keep you on track. When someone else knows about your commitments, you're more likely to follow through because you've made yourself accountable. Having someone to check in with or report your progress to adds an extra layer of motivation and keeps your focus sharp. Accountability partners or support groups can also offer encouragement and perspective, helping you stay resilient and consistent even when the journey feels difficult. Consistency is about the compound effect. Each action you take builds on the last, creating momentum over time. While a single day's effort may seem small, the cumulative impact of consistent effort is enormous. Think of it as planting seeds. Each time you take action toward your goal, you're watering the seed. With each consistent effort, the roots grow deeper, and eventually your hard work will bear fruit. The results may not be visible immediately, but with patience and consistent effort, they will come. This is why consistency is such a crucial part of focus. It keeps you moving steadily toward your goals, allowing you to see your dreams gradually take shape. Finally, building consistency in focus transforms who you are. When you commit to regular actions aligned with your goals, you're not just achieving results, you're cultivating discipline, resilience, and self-belief. You're proving to yourself that you can rely on your own efforts, that you have the power to create change in your life. This shift in self-perception strengthens your focus and inspires you to take on even greater challenges. With consistency, you're not only moving toward a specific goal, you're developing the mindset and habits that enable you to live a life driven by purpose and intention. And that kind of focus has the potential to change everything. Embracing patience and resilience is essential for maintaining focus and achieving long-term goals. When we embark on any meaningful journey, whether it's personal growth, career advancement, or mastering a new skill, the path is rarely a smooth, linear one. Obstacles, setbacks, and periods of slow progress are inevitable, and without patience and resilience, it's easy to lose sight of our goals or become discouraged. Patience allows us to accept that meaningful achievements take time, while resilience provides the strength to persevere through challenges. Together, they create a powerful foundation for focus, helping us stay on course even when things get tough. Patience is often misunderstood as simply waiting or being passive, but it's actually an active practice of acceptance and trust. When you're patient, you acknowledge that success is a gradual process. You understand that each step forward, no matter how small, is a valuable part of the journey. Patience is about recognizing that you may not see immediate results and that lasting change and growth take time. When you embrace this mindset, you're less likely to feel frustrated or tempted to give up just because things aren't moving as quickly as you'd like. Instead, you develop a sense of calm and persistence, which allows you to focus on the task at hand without being constantly preoccupied with the outcome. Resilience, on the other hand, is the ability to bounce back from setbacks and continue moving forward. When we set out to achieve something meaningful, we inevitably encounter difficulties, whether they come in the form of external challenges or internal doubts. Resilience is what keeps you grounded and focused when things don't go according to plan. It's the inner strength that allows you to face obstacles, adapt to changing circumstances, and keep pushing toward your goals. With resilience, you learn to view challenges as opportunities for growth rather than reasons to quit. You develop the mindset that each setback is a chance to learn and improve, which ultimately strengthens your focus and commitment to your purpose. One way to cultivate patience and resilience is to set realistic expectations. Many people start a new project or pursue a goal with high enthusiasm, expecting rapid progress or immediate rewards. However, these expectations often lead to disappointment when reality doesn't match up. By setting realistic goals and recognizing that progress may be slow, you create a mental framework that supports patience. For example, if you're learning a new skill, such as playing an instrument or a new language, you might remind yourself that mastery takes months, if not years, of consistent practice. When you accept that progress will be incremental, you're better equipped to focus on the process rather than becoming fixated on immediate results. Another strategy for building resilience and patience is to practice self-compassion. We can be our harshest critics, often blaming ourselves when things don't go as planned. This self-criticism can make setbacks feel overwhelming and make it difficult to stay focused. Practicing self-compassion involves treating yourself with kindness and understanding when you face challenges. Rather than seeing failure as a reflection of your abilities, view it as a natural part of the journey. When you allow yourself to learn from mistakes without harsh judgment, you're able to bounce back more easily and remain focused on your goals. Self-compassion doesn't mean avoiding responsibility, rather, it encourages a balanced perspective that helps you stay resilient and committed. Embracing patience and resilience also requires developing a flexible mindset. Rigidity in our expectations can lead to frustration and disappointment, especially when things don't go as planned. Flexibility, on the other hand, allows you to adapt to changes and adjust your approach as needed. When you encounter an obstacle, rather than feeling defeated, you're able to pivot, find alternative solutions, and keep moving forward. This adaptability reinforces resilience and helps you maintain focus even when the path to your goal isn't as straightforward as you'd hoped. By being open to change and willing to try new approaches, you strengthen your capacity to handle challenges and remain dedicated to your purpose. Practicing mindfulness can further support patience and resilience. When you focus on the present moment, you're less likely to be overwhelmed by worries about the future or regrets about the past. Mindfulness helps you engage fully with each step of the journey, allowing you to appreciate the process itself rather than being solely focused on the outcome. By staying present, you can better manage stress, remain calm in the face of setbacks, and maintain a steady focus on what you're doing. Mindfulness teaches you to accept each moment as it is, without judgment, which reinforces both patience and resilience. Visualizing long-term success can also reinforce your patience and resilience. When you remind yourself of the bigger picture, you're more likely to remain committed to your goals, even during tough times. Visualization involves imagining what achieving your goal will feel like, picturing yourself overcoming obstacles, and seeing the impact of your hard work. This mental practice strengthens your determination and keeps your focus on the positive outcomes that lie ahead. It reminds you that the setbacks are temporary and that each challenge brings you one step closer to realizing your vision. Ultimately, patience and resilience go hand in hand to create a focused mind. Patience provides the calm acceptance of slow progress, while resilience offers the strength to overcome obstacles and setbacks. Together, they allow you to remain steady on your path, regardless of the difficulties you encounter. This combination of patience and resilience ensures that you stay focused on your goals, even when the journey is long and demanding. In the end, embracing these qualities not only helps you achieve your goals, but also cultivates a mindset of growth and perseverance, enabling you to handle whatever life brings with grace and determination. Patience and resilience are not just tools for achieving success, they are powerful practices that transform you from the inside out, empowering you to live with purpose and clarity no matter what challenges arise. Eliminating self-doubt is essential for achieving focus and staying committed to your goals. Self-doubt is one of the most persistent and often underestimated barriers to focus and progress. It's that inner voice questioning your abilities, doubting your worth, or second-guessing your decisions. This voice can be loud and relentless, filling your mind with negative thoughts that sap your energy and pull you away from your goals. The power to focus your mind comes from confidence and self-belief, and to cultivate that, it's essential to address and overcome self-doubt. By freeing yourself from the grip of self-doubt, you create the mental space needed to focus fully on your aspirations, unhindered by internal criticism or fear of failure. The first step to eliminating self-doubt is to recognize its patterns. Self-doubt often appears as recurring thoughts, like "I'm not good enough, I don't have what it takes," or "what if I fail?" These thoughts may arise from past experiences, comparing yourself to others, or simply fear of the unknown. Acknowledging these thoughts without judgment is the initial and crucial step to overcoming them. You might even choose to write down these thoughts, which can help you see them from a new perspective. Recognizing and identifying these doubts as they come up gives you the power to distance yourself from them, rather than letting them control your actions. Once you're aware of your patterns of self-doubt, you can start actively working to reframe these thoughts. Reframing self-doubt is a practice of replacing negative thoughts with constructive ones. Instead of letting your mind spiral into a cycle of doubt, challenge these thoughts by asking yourself if they're really true. For example, if you find yourself thinking, "I'll never be able to achieve this goal," pause and reflect. Is there concrete evidence supporting that? Or is this simply a fear-driven assumption? Often self-doubt is rooted in fear rather than fact. By questioning these negative thoughts and actively choosing to replace them with positive, realistic affirmations like "I am capable of learning and improving," or "each step I take is progress," you gradually weaken the hold of self-doubt over your mind. Reframing is a practice that takes time, but the more you do it, the easier it becomes to shift your mindset towards self-belief. Building confidence through action is another powerful way to eliminate self-doubt. Self-doubt thrives in inaction and overthinking. When you take tangible steps toward your goals, no matter how small, you demonstrate to yourself that you are capable and that you have the power to make progress. Each action you take reinforces your belief in your own abilities. For example, if you're doubting your skills in a particular area, start by taking a small, achievable step in that direction. These actions accumulate, and with each one, your confidence grows. By focusing on progress rather than perfection, you gain momentum and diminish self-doubt. Every step you take toward your goal silences that inner critic, showing you that you're more capable than your doubts would have you believe. Surrounding yourself with supportive, encouraging people is also vital for overcoming self-doubt. When you're around individuals who believe in you and encourage your growth, their positive energy influences your mindset. Friends, mentors, or colleagues who uplift you can offer valuable perspective and remind you of your strengths. In contrast, spending time with people who are overly critical or unsupportive can fuel self-doubt and hinder your focus. Choose your support network wisely, seeking out those who genuinely want to see you succeed and who can provide constructive feedback when needed. Their encouragement reinforces your confidence, helping you to break free from self-doubt and concentrate on your goals. Practicing self-compassion is essential for overcoming self-doubt and fostering focus. Often self-doubt arises when we set impossibly high standards for ourselves or expect perfection in every endeavor. Practicing self-compassion means treating yourself with kindness, patience, and forgiveness, especially when things don't go as planned. Recognize that mistakes and setbacks are part of the journey, not reflections of your worth or potential. When you're kind to yourself, it becomes easier to focus on learning and growing rather than dwelling on perceived shortcomings. This compassionate mindset reduces the power of self-doubt, allowing you to stay focused on what truly matters moving forward. Visualization is another effective tool for eliminating self-doubt. When you visualize yourself succeeding, you reinforce the belief that you're capable of achieving your goals. Take a few minutes each day to imagine yourself confidently handling challenges, achieving your objectives, and experiencing the satisfaction of success. This mental imagery strengthens your self-belief and primes your mind for success. Visualization also provides a positive counter-narrative to self-doubt, replacing limiting beliefs with empowering ones. By consistently visualizing success, you make it easier to stay focused and overcome doubts as they arise. Finally, developing resilience through a growth mindset is essential for combating self-doubt. A growth mindset is the belief that skills and abilities can be developed through effort and learning. When you adopt this mindset, you see challenges and failures as opportunities to grow rather than evidence of inadequacy. This shift in perspective reduces the impact of self-doubt because it reinforces the belief that you can improve and succeed over time. Embrace challenges, seek feedback, and view setbacks as temporary, surmountable obstacles. With a growth mindset, self-doubt becomes less of a barrier, and your focus sharpens as you recognize that you're capable of continuous progress. Eliminating self-doubt is an ongoing process that requires dedication and practice. But each time you confront self-doubt and choose self-belief, you strengthen your ability to focus. You create a mental environment that supports your aspirations rather than one that undermines them. Free from self-doubt, you can direct all of your energy and attention toward your goals, unburdened by inner criticism. This clarity of mind empowers you to make consistent progress, face challenges with confidence, and ultimately achieve what you set out to accomplish. By transforming self-doubt into self-belief, you open up a world of possibilities and become capable of focusing your mind on the things that truly matter. In the journey to focus your mind and realize your goals, each step we've discussed is a critical piece of the foundation. Focusing your mind is not just about shutting out distractions in a single moment, but about creating a life grounded in purpose and intention. It begins with understanding your purpose deeply, and from that, cultivating a growth-oriented mindset that embraces challenges as opportunities. Building consistency empowers you to make steady progress, while patience and resilience help you stay the course despite inevitable obstacles. Releasing self-doubt is perhaps the most liberating step, as it frees you from inner limitations, allowing your energy to be fully directed toward your dreams. These practices work together to transform not only your ability to focus, but also your sense of self. By aligning your actions with your purpose, embracing growth, and reinforcing your self-belief, you lay the groundwork for lasting change. This is about more than achieving any one goal. It's about creating a sustainable way of living where focus is not just an action, but a state of mind. As you integrate these steps into your life, you'll find that focus flows naturally, and with it, the confidence and resilience to reach any height you aspire to. In focusing your mind, you unlock your potential, live with intention, and ultimately bring the life you envision into reality. In conclusion, focusing your mind is a powerful journey that requires commitment, clarity, and courage. By understanding your purpose, embracing a growth mindset, building consistency, cultivating patience and resilience, and eliminating self-doubt, you create a robust framework for achieving your goals. Each of these elements is interconnected, reinforcing your ability to stay dedicated to your aspirations even when challenges arise. This journey isn't about perfection, it's about progress. It's about taking action, no matter how small, and trusting that each step forward brings you closer to your vision. Embrace the journey with an open heart and a focused mind. As you face obstacles, remember that they are not roadblocks, but opportunities to grow and learn. With unwavering determination and a commitment to self-belief, you can conquer self-doubt and harness the power of your mind. There will be moments of doubt, times when the path seems unclear, but remember, no excuses. The time to act is now. Every moment spent hesitating is a moment taken away from your potential. Focus your mind, trust in your abilities, and pursue your goals with relentless passion. You have everything within you to succeed, so rise up, take charge of your focus, and turn your dreams into reality. The world is waiting for you to shine. No excuses, only action, commitment, and an unwavering focus on the life you want to create. Go out there and make it happen.